Not on
Don't
the
get into
exam.
all these different ways of depreciating with your client. Just tell them to talk to their appraiser and let the appraiser explain it to them. So here's your T-bar. We had a percentage of 40% depreciation on a $200,000 property. So your 40% goes on the bottom. Your 200,000 goes on the bottom, and you multiply, and that'll give you the $40,000, or no, $80,000 that was depreciated on top. Okay? Any questions about that? All righty. Here's a math problem then. Let's do this math problem. A building that is 10 years old has a value of $30,000. What is the value of the building when new if the appreciation rate is 2.75? That is per year. Okay? So you're going to multiply 10 years times 2.75. And what does that give you? 27 and a half, right? Okay. Now, if 27 and a half is gone, how much is left? 100% is what you start with. 2.75 per year is lost, and the house is 10 years old.
72.5%.
27 and a half is lost, then 72 and a half is what's left. Right.
Yeah, I didn't know that. No.
So then the value of your property they didn't do the calculation for that other one. Let's go back 1 second. So the value of let's say your property is worth $100,000. If it has depreciated 27.5%, then it would still be worth $72,500. Okay, now let's look at this next problem. You've got a base of $30,000. Now you've got not a base. Your amount is $30,000. Your base is what we're looking for. Your rate of depreciation is 72.5%. So divide your 30,000, that's today's age. Today's age divided by 72.5%. Originally, this house was worth $41,379. Now, there is some math like this in your end of the chapter quiz. And I think it's in your final quiz too. In your homework assignments, there is a practice sample exam. And in the on-demand exam prep, there is a post-exam. This math will be on both of those. Okay? Today's value is $30,000. It has depreciated 27.5%, which leaves 72.5%. So divide today's value by the percentage that we still have, and that'll give you the value of that property when it was new. Any questions about that? Okay. A building that is 5 years old has depreciated 3.5% per year and is now valued at $72,000. What was the original value? You start off by doing 5 times 3.5 to get your total depreciation. Subtract that from 100%. And then divide 72,000 by what that percentage was. You have 82.5 left. Divide 72,000 by 82.5%. And that house was valued at $87,272.72 when it was new. Questions? Now, one way you can check your work on this when you get to your test, if you multiply those two bottom numbers, your multiple choice answer and the depreciation, that'll give you that top number, or the 72,000. That's a way you can just sort of double check your answer if you forget how to do it. But just remember, your today's value divided by today's appreciation will give you the original purchase price. Deferred maintenance is best described when a property has what? Now, deferred maintenance is something you don't take care of as you should. Daniela, how did they get the 82.5? 5 years times 3.5% gave us 17.5. Subtract that from 100%, and that's how they got the 82.5. Deferred maintenance is normal wear and tear, right? Not doing something that you need to do to keep your property up is deferred maintenance, and that would be normal wear and tear. Okay. Any questions about that? Okay. I think income capitalization approach is probably a good time to stop for this week. Several of you have asked where you need to be in doing your end of the chapter